Have you ever heard someone say, "Oh, your bones are just meant to get weaker as you age," or "if you drink enough milk, you'll never have to worry about osteoporosis"? Maybe you've even believed some of these things yourself. But what if I told you that not everything you've been told about bone health is actually true? It's easy to get caught up in common myths, especially when they're repeated for years. Today, we're going to break down some of the biggest misconceptions about bone health so you can take real, practical steps to keep your bones strong and your body feeling great, no matter your age. Let's start with one of the most widespread beliefs, that osteoporosis and weak bones are just a natural part of aging. It's a common phrase, right? "Well, I'm getting older, so of course my bones are going to get brittle." But here's the truth. While it's true that our bones change as we age, losing bone density isn't inevitable. In fact, there are plenty of people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s who maintain strong, healthy bones. The key is knowing how to take care of them. Your bones, just like your muscles, need activity to stay strong. When you move, walk, or do resistance exercises, you send signals to your bones to stay dense and sturdy. But if you slow down too much and become inactive, your bones don't get those signals, and they start to weaken over time. Think of it like this. Imagine a bridge that hasn't been used in years. Over time, the structure becomes weak, rusty, and unstable. The same thing happens to your bones when they aren't used. Staying active, even with simple exercises like walking or lifting light weights, can make a world of difference. Now, let's tackle another myth. If I drink milk every day, my bones will stay strong. We've all seen the commercials telling us that milk is the ultimate bone strengthener, and while calcium is crucial, it's only part of the story. Your bones also need vitamin D to properly absorb calcium, and without it, all the milk in the world won't do much good. Vitamin D comes from sunlight, but as we get older, our bodies don't produce it as efficiently. That's why it's important to make sure you're getting enough, whether from moderate sun exposure, foods like fatty fish and eggs, or a good quality supplement. And here's something you may not have thought about. Your bones also need protein. Many people focus on calcium but forget that bones are actually made up of a lot of protein. So, if you're skipping on things like eggs, beans, nuts, and lean meats, your bones might not be getting the building blocks they need to stay strong. Another myth that often goes around is the idea that if you're not experiencing pain, your bones must be fine. The problem with this belief is that osteoporosis is often called the silent disease because you won't feel it happening. Most people don't know they have weak bones until they suffer a fracture. Imagine if our bodies had warning lights like cars do. If your bones were getting weak, maybe a little light on your wrist would blink red, telling you it's time to take action. But since our bodies don't work that way, we have to be proactive. Bone density scans are a great way to check your bone health before any problems arise. If you haven't had one recently, it's something to consider asking your doctor about. Another common misconception is that only women need to worry about osteoporosis. While it's true that women, especially after menopause, have a higher risk due to the drop in estrogen, men are not off the hook. In fact, around 20% of osteoporosis cases occur in men, and their fractures tend to be more serious because bone loss in men is often overlooked until it's too late. So whether you're a man or a woman, taking care of your bones should be a priority. And speaking of taking care of your bones, let's talk about something people often underestimate: balance and coordination. Have you ever seen someone trip over something small, like a rug or a doorstep, and think, that shouldn't have made them fall? As we age, our sense of balance naturally declines if we don't work on maintaining it. One small misstep can lead to a fall, and for someone with weakened bones, that can mean a serious fracture. The good news is that simple activities like Tai Chi, yoga, or even standing on one leg while brushing your teeth can strengthen your balance and coordination, making you less likely to take a dangerous fall. There's so much more to cover, and we're just getting started. But one thing I hope you take away from this so far is that your bone health is in your hands. It's never too late to start making small changes that will make a big difference in how strong and active you feel in the years to come. So, let's keep going and talk about some more surprising facts and practical tips that can help you keep your bones in top shape. Let's talk about another myth that many people believe: once you lose bone density, you can't get it back. This one can be discouraging because it makes people feel like if they haven't taken care of their bones earlier in life, there's no point in trying now. But that's not true. While it's true that we naturally lose some bone density as we age, we can absolutely slow down or even reverse some of that loss through lifestyle changes. For example, did you know that strength training doesn't just build muscles, it builds bones, too? When you do resistance exercises, like lifting weights or even using resistance bands, your bones respond by becoming denser and stronger. It's like giving them a wake-up call, telling them, hey, we still need you to be strong. So if you think exercise is only about keeping your heart healthy or maintaining a healthy weight, think again. Your bones depend on it, too. And here's what I want you to remember: small changes add up. You don't have to overhaul your entire routine overnight. Start by adding a few weight-bearing exercises into your week, getting a little more sunlight, or making sure your meals include calcium, vitamin D, and protein. Taking care of your bones is like taking care of a good friendship. It requires attention, consistency, and effort. But the reward? A strong, independent, and active life for years to come. So go ahead, take that step today, and show your bones a little love. And if you found this helpful, share it with a friend or loved one who might need a little encouragement too. After all, staying strong is always better together.